TLC, I need a disclaimer. Oh, I need a disclaimer. I need it in big letters that we will be triggered, that these are the numbers to call when you're being abused, that we will see gaslighting. We will watch a woman be demeaned like no other and still compose herself. I wrote a whole bunch of notes and I was gonna like break it down, but I don't feel like this episode deserves that. I'm gonna start with the light stuff. I'm gonna start with at the very end, we saw that Robin and Kody's children have begun in person school. That Solomon and Ariella have made their way back to school. And what I noticed immediately was when they were coming back from school, I didn't see them with a mask in hand. I didn't see Robin wearing a mask. I didn't see Kody wearing a mask. I didn't see anyone social distancing from the children. Matter of fact, they hugged him and he told him to sit down because he was so excited to hear about their day. But you wonder why your older children have a strange relationship with you. You wonder why they don't want to be bothered with you. You think Christine's turning them against you, but this just proves that's not the case. This really bothered me. Seeing them sit there and basically try to pick apart Christine bothered me. I don't understand why we're talking about all the things that have gone wrong when she's leaving in a week. Why do we even need to have this discussion? Christine, you are a better person than most because it could have been me. So Christine basically started off by saying that she's wanted to go for a long time, but basically for her, the last year was really like, okay, it's time for me to go. And rather than allowing her to continue her thoughts, Kody interrupted her and brought up the fact that he didn't understand how she was ready to go if she still wanted the family to move to Utah. And then they showed a montage of that conversation, but they didn't show the part where Kody was eager to go. He did make Christine feel like she wanted to go. He even talked about how he wanted to get all the wives' standpoint on it because it is something that he had been interested in. But of course, Kody's going to act like that's not the case and try to gaslight Christine as he always does. Anyways, he said that Christine is a liar. He used her words and says, for someone who says, I wanted to be a part of the family for the family, not the man, that it's really that she wants the man, not the family. And I was appalled. I don't understand how these women, including Janelle, could sit there as calmly as they did and not stand up more for Christine. Now, I get it. Janelle said last episode that she was shocked. But, honey, at some point, you got to get a backbone and you got to, like, you know what? Let me not say that because if she stands up too much, what's going to happen is she's going to get kicked out the way she's getting kicked out now. Okay. Kody also said that her leaving is a favor. And I put on my paper, why are you all quiet during this? He said that, I'm going to read this list, that Christine doesn't see the bigger picture, that it's just about Christine, that he's upset after all he's done in order to be with her, that he doesn't have good relationships with his adult children because Christine's been running around talking to everybody when that's not true. If they asked her a question, Christine was honest and told the answer. But much like what Christine said in this, why didn't you all talk to her if you were so concerned? He said that Robin is loyal and loving and she's being rejected. She treated Robin was treated like crap by Christine, and that he's made a lot of sacrifices to love Christine. Kody is so mad that Kody believes the foolishness that he is spouting. Christine talked about how she doesn't understand how he can say that she wasn't trying to be there for the family and she wasn't about the family when she was the one who planned the family functions and she was the one who planned the parties. And she didn't say it, but she was also the nanny. She also worked. She tried to do counseling. She tried to do individual counseling with her and him, and he twisted it. Like, let's be clear, Christine didn't say a lot during this because Christine said at this point it's not worth it. That's how you know when a person, especially a woman, is done. When she no longer wants to discuss it, it for her to bite her tongue the way that she has, Christine, you are the MVP. The MVP. Meri wants to leave. Do I want to go here with Meri? Meri, you made me mad during this episode. You got upset because Christine said that y'all aren't close. Robin basically asks, are you going to continue to try to build relationships with, us, or are you just going to fool around with the people that you've been fooling around it with? And Christine basically says, right now, I just want to stay close to Janelle and to the kids. I don't really want to deal with you and Kody and Meri. And Meri gets mad and Meri gets in her feelings and Meri acts like a jerk. For Meri to not be able to relate to Christine and understand why Christine feels the way that she feels is beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't get how someone who was not being loved by her man, who said on multiple occasions that there was stuff lacking, that her and Kody were having issues, who turned to the internet to receive love and attention and fell for what she believed was a man, to be so upset is crazy to me. I don't get it. Robin says she's struggling today. Are we surprised? Robin is struggling whenever it's not about her. Let me say that again. Robin struggles whenever it's not about her. I have never seen someone cry so much for things that are not about her. And not only do you cry, but you cry with no tears. You keep doing this. What are you wiping? What are you wiping off, Robin? What is she, did y'all see something I didn't see? What is she wiping off? Because I don't see anything. You keep crying. You did the same thing for the tell-all. You cried and cried and cried and had those tissues that you kept wiping your eye and wiping here and wiping here. And the tissues were dry. But you're crying. I put no tears on my paper. She wants to try and work stuff out, and her saying no made Kody mad. Kody proceeds to say that you never liked her, that you've always hated her, that she's running away and taking the kids with her, that if you aren't trying to be your best self in this relationship or family, then you're wasting your time. Pot, meet, kettle. Kody, when have you tried? Really? When have you tried to be there for Christine? He said, marriage is a call to be better than you are. He has so much to say to Christine. about Christine talking about the other wives, about Christine complaining. And Robin even said in her thing that she used to complain to Kody about his wives, but Kody didn't like it, so she stopped doing it. No, you didn't. You didn't stop doing it. Because why is it that he feels like you've treated her so badly unless you said some other things? Christine was honest in saying that she felt jealous about Robin and his relationship. And the reason why she felt so jealous is because, Kody, you never gave her a space where she felt protected. When this woman was 9 months pregnant, I believe, can't remember all the timeline. I just know she was really far along. You were courting Robin. You got married. Then you were gone for what, 11 days, I think they said, to go on your honeymoon when she just had a baby. Make it make sense. You can't sit here and act like all these women just feel this way about Robin for no reason. Even Meri. Meri, all of a sudden you want to sit there and kiss Robin's tail. Robin don't care about you. Robin hasn't come to visit you. Robin hasn't even brought her kids to see you. The only time you see them is when it's a family meeting. And then they halfway acknowledge you then. Robin just wants you so they can get into the celestial kingdom. She doesn't care about you as a person, which is the difference between Janelle and Christine. Janelle, she said that Kody's anger is grief. Kody don't really feel that way, but whatever. She also said that she felt that Kody was harsh. I wish you would have said that while he was talking, but you didn't. What I found was interesting is while the argument and stuff was going on, Kody at one point wanted to hear what the other wives had to say. And everyone was quiet. And he basically admitted that he wanted a lifeline. He felt like he was swimming in this big ocean and he needed help. So he looked to Meri. You don't turn to Meri no other time, but you look to Meri because you wanted Meri to say something. Meri was so nasty. At least, and it could have been fake, when Robin was walking away, Robin said, I wish you the best, Christine. Meri didn't say a word. Meri walked off and said nothing to Christine. And said that Kody was right in saying what he said when he said that Christine was nasty to Robin and didn't even like them and all this other stuff. You're big mad because she don't want to be your friend. And because she doesn't want to be a friend, now you're going to act like Kody's so right. I'm all over the place because I'll go back to Janelle and then I'm going to rant on some more and then I'm going to finish this thing. Janelle's back on her property. She tells Kody that she talked to the electric people. She let Kody know that she wants to have her house built by Savannah's senior year so Savannah could experience the house. She admits that Kody hasn't really been involved with any of her homes since they've been there. That he didn't like when she moved from one place to the other place because that house was smaller. She brought up the fact that it shouldn't matter what size her house is because he has a big house with Robin and he spends more time over there anyways. Basically, is what she said. That she's been an independent woman and she's kind of screwed herself because if she were to leave Kody, she would have nothing. I found it really interesting that she said that. She were to leave Kody, she would have nothing because everybody else's name is on the things that she has. But then Robin tries to say, yeah, me and Kody have this home together. But the other wives have properties too. Kody's name is not on Janelle's property too. Janelle talks about how she gave half of the money that she got from selling her home in Vegas to Robin for her to get her house, and that the family gave half to Christine for her to get her house. So why now aren't they willing to do the same for Janelle to get her house? And Kody brings up that they can't do that now because they don't have the money. Janelle is a money person. You can't tell me that she hasn't already checked into that. Kody keeps using these lots as an excuse. But you don't have Christine anymore, so why do you need to redistribute the lots? You don't have to do that. The whole point of you to redistribute the lots was because you wanted each wife to have their own place and you wanted one as well. So now why don't you just take the one that was going to be Christine's and just keep what the original lot assignment was? Right? All the other fluff about all the wives talking about each other and everybody talks about everybody to the other wives and all that other stuff was a bunch of mess. Y'all sat there. You keep trying to talk about sister wives this, sister wives that, sister wives this. We're a family, we this. Y'all are not a family. If you're my friend and I see a man talk to you the way that Kody spoke to Christine, there's no way I'm allowing that to fly. Kody would have been shut down. But y'all want to act like you're her friend and you care. You don't care about her. Kody has never been concerned about anybody else but himself. He even said it in the episode that one of the things that bothers him the most is that he feels like he's been rejected. That's what the problem is. He don't care about Christine. If you tell us time and time again that you're in a loveless marriage, you didn't love her, you weren't in love with her, and she can admit that she wasn't in love with you too. You said the same thing about Janelle. The only people that it seems that you've ever loved is Meri when it was the beginning and she wasn't driving you nuts, and Robin. But the difference is Robin is your soulmate. You wanted Robin. And Meri's dumbtail did that to herself. Meri, you've been jealous plenty of times of all these people. But you gonna sit there and come down on Christine? Why? Why does Christine need to sit around and tell y'all anything? She's leaving in a week and no one has made an effort with her but Janelle. Now you want to sit there, Robin, and try to see about making stuff work and fake like you try so long to get this stuff. Girl, please. You and your kids are just timid people that follow, so Kody says, his rules and regulations, which at this point are none. Next week, Christine's leaving. And I'm glad she's leaving. I can't wait for her to leave. Because I don't want to see her suffer anymore with these people. I don't want to see her be put into a position to continue to talk about stuff when people aren't being honest. For you all to be Mormons, you don't operate from a honor code, have you will. And it's sad. Ready for next week. I know this was all over the place, but I cannot. I'm looking forward to the day when more of his kids come out and speak about what's going on. I love the fact that Gwendolyn is already doing so on her Patreon. Go on her Patreon. She's spilling a lot of stuff. Even to the point where she says that what we're seeing on TV is really a nicer version of Robin and of some of the other adults. And I would have to say that I believe her. Robin is not a genuine person to me. The theatrics are getting old. When her and Meri walked off and held each other and Robin did that fake crying, I wish the cameraman would have came on the other angle so we could see. Robin, you cry all of that and you don't turn red? The way you're crying, you don't turn red. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know everything, but I am familiar with lighter skinned people. Normally, when they cry, there's redness, whether it be their nose or here. There's things happen. If I cry a lot, my nose gets kind of pinky and my eyes get puffy. As much as Robin cries, why her eyes ain't puffy? Why her makeup don't run? Because she does the liner under here and everything. It's fake. And I'm tired of the fakeness. Be you, Robin. Be like Kody. Cody's glad that Christine's leaving. Good riddance. He had to fight so hard to love her anyway. Why don't you tell your truth? As Meri said, it had to be said. It needs to be said. I'm so glad he said that. Kody, I'm so glad that you said that. And now that you got up, I'm going to run and follow behind you so you can see that I have your back. Which is the problem. It's always been a problem. Janelle, thank you for getting up and hugging your friend. I hope from now on you say more. Because I'm over it. I don't like Meri at all anymore. I halfway felt bad for Meri because I couldn't quite understand. And then part of me kept going back, okay, she's been in this for a long time, but you don't have to be nasty. And you're nasty. The way that you move is nasty. Anyways, see y'all next time when Christine leaves.